Here we go. Are we live? I don't know. Something's going on with my phone. Jesus. Cheez-Its. When my kids do that, I go, Cheez-Its. You want Cheez-Its? This live stream is dedicated to a few people. Jamie, Johnny, Janessa, Rye, Mike. There's a lot more, but for you guys. Life ain't been the same without you. I miss you every day. Love you. Welcome. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I go live every weekday, Monday through Friday. We're going to be the biggest news commentary channel on YouTube. So get in now. JM, what's up? What's going on? Get in now. If you haven't heard, Jack Black and Kyle Gass, the duo of Tenacious D, they got the backup band and the entourage, but they might get deported from Australia for telling a joke. Get over yourself, Australia. Jesus. You figure a place that has like the national pet as a kangaroo, take a fucking joke. This is why I always say New Zealand, much funnier than Australia. New Zealand, 100% accent. The people, much funnier than Australia. Out of countries, I would say New Zealand, number 1. America, number 2. Canada, close third. Yeah. Those are the top comedy countries. New Zealand takes the top spot. That's my list. But yeah, Tenacious D was on tour in Australia and said some jokes that apparently get you deported. Wild world we're living in, especially in this time and age where everybody says, oh, F your feelings. What are you, a snowflake? And then you crack one joke and everybody gets upset, butt hurt, and tries to deport you. And we're going to talk about that. But first, you got to hit subscribe. Because like I said, I think Philly DeFranco is almost touching 7 million subscribers. We're at 1,340 something. We got to make it to 1,350. We can do it. Come on. Come on, my angels. All my angels surrounding me. You can help. Hit that subscribe button. Because we're going to surpass Philly DeFranco. Guy does his stuff recorded. I'm here live, in the flesh. Give me a high 1. That will let you like the video. Thank you, Bandito. He taught me that. You can double tap the screen. I can't do it. If I double tap the screen, it messes everything up. But you can give me a high 1. Boop, boop. And that will like the video. Thank you. So Tenacious D. Epic band. I've been listening to them since Jesus. Did they come out in the 90s? It had to be the 90s. Had to be. Because I had their CD. Still might have their CD. Just going through all my youngest brother's stuff. I think he has their CD. We probably have their CD at home. So this is a band before streaming, before pirating music, where you had to go and actually buy a CD or know somebody and have a CD burned. That's how old Tenacious D is. And if you've seen them, you can tell. They got the gray beards. They're the silver foxes now. And they're all over the place. They do everything. They just did an amazing cover of Britney Spears' Hit Me One More Time. Hit Me Baby. Sorry. Hit Me Baby One More Time. I guess changing one word in that song title would really change the song, huh? If Britney Spears didn't say Hit Me Baby One More Time and she just said Hit Me One More Time. Take on a whole new meaning. Anyways. They do so much stuff. They're great. Every kid loves them, from Kung Fu Panda and just being them. And I think, they're timeless. They're a timeless duo, Kyle Gass and Jack Black. They did some funny movies that were more cultish, classic-ish. But apparently they're on tour in Australia. The tour has now been canceled, or at least postponed or put on hold, because it was this weekend where I guess it was Kyle Gass, the guitarist and lead harmonist, co-lead vocalist, had a birthday, and they were celebrating his birthday on stage. They brought out cake and candles, and they had him blow out the candles and said, "Make a wish." And Kyle Gass said, "Next time, don't miss." And this was hours after the attempt on Trump, which is fucking hilarious. That is wicked funny, right? I think it is. They're a band who sings about wieners, you know, and crazy stuff. Like, they're not serious political commentary. They're comedic rock gods. That's what they are. So the fact that people are getting that butthurt, especially when remember all the times that the right, the Trump legion, has, like, his son joked about the Nancy Pelosi thing and posted a picture of underwear and a hammer and said, "I got my costume for this year." Like, they're just wildly out of line all the time, which they're not comedians, and I don't care. Say what you want. If you want to be called the land of the free and free speech, and you want to make wildly inappropriate jokes, go ahead. Ain't gonna stop my day that you made poor jokes or bad jokes or unfunny jokes. Or if they're funny, then, we'll all be laughing. But again, this is the temperament of one side. The F your feelings, you're a snowflake, you can't say anything anymore, you get canceled. And literally, Tenacious D made that joke on stage and had to cancel their tour. They immediately, and they're not canceled as a band. If anything, this will probably solidify them as rock gods. But immediately their tour got canceled. So you want to talk about, like, the right loves to talk about cancel culture. I think this is the epitome of, like, that happened on stage. Kyle Gass at his birthday blew out the candle, said, "Next time, don't miss Trump." And then they canceled, postponed, I don't know. Again, I put the link in the description below so you can read the article. I think right now the tour's stopped, so they're not playing any more dates. The tour is postponed, at least, but there are people in Australia calling for the deportation of them over a joke. Fuck. Jeez. Australia, you got some sand in your vagina, okay? And that's not a dig on vaginas, please. I am not trying to offend any vaginers. That's a dig on Australia. Whatever, and you know what? The sad thing is that I like a lot of Australians. If you don't watch Friendly Geordies here on YouTube, Friendly Geordies calls out all the hypocrisy, and he's a great Australian. But whoever is calling for the deportation of Kyle Gass and Jack Black over this joke is way out of line. And it's not just like news fodder, because Tenacious D had to pause their, I don't know if it's canceled, paused, postponed. I don't know the language. I think it's in limbo. But Tenacious D has paused their tour. They were on tour and they had to stop playing because of this. Because of a joke. That's insane. And anybody that gets butthurt over this, you better be careful who you're saying F your feelings to or calling people snowflakes. You better be very, very aware of how sensitive your feelings are. Because as far as I know, Kyle Gass has never been a very serious person. If you've ever seen Kyle Gass in any video ever, he's usually cracking a joke. He's not the one to be taken seriously or his words having serious weight. If you're just joining, we're talking about Tenacious D potentially being deported from Australia. Take that as a badge, a rock badge. I mean, that solidifies you in the halls of rock and roll. You got kicked out of a country for one of your concerts. Has that that's got to have happened before with other, I should have Googled this, sorry, I'm just thinking of it now. But that's had to have happened to other major rock stars. And not for their activities outside of a concert. I'm talking about being on stage and doing something. I'm trying to think, who did this happen to? Anyways. So yeah, Kyle Gass, Jack Black playing this weekend. Kyle's birthday, he makes a wish, said don't miss next time. And Australia, whew, their butthole puckered right up. They said, "Oh no, you don't make a joke in our country. You will get out." And they had to cancel it. Imagine getting mad at Kung Fu Panda. It almost makes you wonder if the politicians or the people calling for the deportation of Tenacious D has heard their music. Like, just put on one of their songs, or, just watch any of their movies, and you'll see how serious you should take them. And I'm not saying that, they don't have a serious side, but if I swear, and I know this is very new news, I don't think, much. That's why I go live. The other reason, because when stuff just comes across the wire, like the old timey Walter Cronkite news people, I bring it to you. And we'll see. It takes a couple of days to get into the, especially from Australia. It happened a couple of days ago, so we're going to start to see it leak into the news cycle. We'll see which pundits and which talking heads get all butthurt over Tenacious D. Hopefully none of them. Hopefully in the land of the free, you should be able to make the jokes you want, because, they do. There is no time for decorum. F your feelings, right? That's what they should say to, oh man, if Kyle Gass could have a retort to the politicians in Australia, he should say, F your feelings, snowflakes. He should say, I didn't know it snowed in Australia, governor. That's British. G'day, Barbie. Does it snow in Australia? I'm not sure. When I was looking at it on Google Maps, it looked like it was all desert. Scary place to live. That much desert. Surrounded by water that's undrinkable. And don't forget, hit subscribe. Give me ones up. Give me a high 1. That will like the video. But I go live every weekday. Join you here, bring you some news, usually stuff that hasn't really circulated, or sometimes it's very obscure, and I'm trying to bring it to people's attention. This one is hilarious, because I love Tenacious D. Man, I've loved them forever. Jack Black is just a good dude. If you watched his stuff here on YouTube, he has a YouTube channel, Jablinski Games, where he promises to game, and then I think it was like a year before he did his first gaming. And they're just hilarious, They are the quintessential rock comedy gods. And now I think they're solidified as rock gods, especially if they get deported from Australia. That is hilarious. Gonna deport Kung Fu Panda. Did Kyle Gass make an appearance in the latest one? I don't know if he did. He should. He should have a moment in the Kung Fu movies, in the Kung Fu Panda movies with Jack. So I don't know if you've read this. I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't care. It's words. He made a joke. He was clearly being hilarious. And there was no ill intent. There was no maliciousness behind his word. I mean, look at Kyle Gass. He looks like a big teddy bear, a big silver teddy bear. There's no way Kyle Gass could hurt a fly, literally. Guy probably doesn't hurt flies. And it's so funny because there are people out there that do make jokes when things happen, that are saying it maliciously, and they're hiding under the guise of free speech and joking, and you can't even joke anymore. But they say these things very maliciously, and you can just tell in their intonation or, their point, the message they're trying to get across. You see a lot of these comedians now that talk about cancel culture and just kind of are bent out of shape. They're the ones that kind of have the malicious chip on their shoulder. But Kyle Gass, come on. It's so funny how serious they take themselves while at the same time crying victim, being the bullied ones that can't make jokes anymore. It's hilarious. Like, how do you play both those roles? Anyways. So yeah. So if you want to read along, it's down in the description. I linked the article. It's fascinating, and we're going to have to just wait and see. Is Australia, I forget what time, Coups in Egypt, and I know that's 7 hours, and I'm guessing, well, was there, My Sky New Zealand, No. So My Sky New Zealand is 1 day ahead. That's right. Because that's the other thing. The family here on the channel is all over Egypt, New Zealand, and he always says it's, I forget, the next morning. So if it's Tuesday, it would be Wednesday morning. So we got to kind of wait for the news. We got to wait to see how it's going to play out. As of now, as of going live right now, they have not been deported, but there are calls for it. I wonder how long it takes to deport someone. Treating a man like Julian Assange. Jesus, Australia. This one's making you look weak. And you guys got kangaroos that can fight, you know? You got Crocodile Dundee, Steve Irwin. And now this, come on, you're doing your worldly reputation dirty right now. Don't get all butthurt over Tenacious D, okay? And Tenacious D, write a song about it. Write the song about the greatest band that got deported. That would be hilarious. But I'm not in Tenacious D, so what do I know? Hopefully they put their stuff on YouTube, but they document some of this, because that's wild. And man, is that going to piss people off that had Tenacious D tickets in Australia if they get deported for making a joke. What is that seagull carrying? Because the seagull just flew over me. It looked like he was carrying a pair of sunglasses. I'm telling you, this wildlife's getting wild out here. All right, I got a few things to do, but this story is absolutely fascinating. And if anything happens in this and I catch wind of it, I got a lot of things going on, but I'm going to try to keep an eye on this. I will probably jump back on and go live because this is nuts. I need to stay up to date with what happens to Jack Black and Kyle Gass for making a joke in Australia. Again, it was a joke. They're getting bent out of shape. Australia's trying to send Tenacious D home for making a joke. Holy shnikes. Please, Jack Black, go live. Jack, I know you're watching. I know you're a fan of the YouTube channel. You like when I go live. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I go live every weekday, sometimes twice a day, and sometimes on weekends, but every weekday is my word. Jack Black, document this. Please go live on YouTube. Call this out. Call this out. This is this is why we live in this digital virtual age. So you could go online and call out the ridiculousness of this. Don't apologize, Kyle. Do not. If anything, say, I didn't know it snowed in Australia, because there's a lot of snowflakes here, governor. Damn, I keep going into a British accent, and a bad one at that. Shrimp on the Barbie. Anyways, I gotta practice that. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, read the news article. I put the link in the description almost always when I talk about stuff, unless YouTube is glitching, which they haven't been, so thank you, YouTube. Good on you. Good on you, governor. No, again, British. God damn, sorry. What is the Australian? Why can't I? Crikey. She's a beaut. It all kind of blends together. I'm not really impressionist. Anyways, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, read the story about how Australia wants to kick Tenacious D out for making a joke during their concert saying, next time don't miss. That's all Kyle wants for his birthday. How dare you deny the birthday boy his wish? And Kyle, you're not supposed to say it out loud. Everybody knows and it doesn't come true. All right, thanks so much.